Are you really broke? Or are you just hiding behind the phrase, tight budget, to justify your inertia? Here's the truth. Wealth doesn't begin with assets. It begins with mindset. And if you still believe it takes money to make money, you've already lost before you played. This video exposes 8 essential wealth-building lessons no one taught you in school, and none are made for excuse makers. This is a blueprint for those awake enough to stop living paycheck to paycheck. If you're ready to crush your justifications and finally take action, then every second that follows will be the lever you need to flip your financial reality. Let's start with the most overlooked principle, the one that determines your destiny: cash flow. The cash flow formula you can't escape. People don't go broke because they don't earn enough. They go broke because they don't control their outflow. The formula income minus expenses equals cash flow isn't theory, it's the verdict. If you don't know what's coming in and going out, you have zero claim to financial freedom. A big salary means nothing if your expenses bleed you dry. Real financial power lies not in how much you make, but how much you keep. Until you grasp that, you're not in control of your future. This isn't financial advice, it's survival logic. Picture 2 people earning the same amount. One tracks everything, optimizes spending, and invests the surplus. The other flies blind, I'll worry about it later. One builds wealth, the other builds debt. The cash flow formula doesn't care about intentions. It rewards clarity and punishes carelessness. Controlling your cash flow is the foundation of every financial decision. It's the difference between building a future and being trapped in financial quicksand. The question isn't how much you make, it's how much you keep. Positive cash flow is the fuel for savings, investments, and freedom. Negative cash flow chains you to stress and survival mode. You don't need to be a financial expert to start. Just track your income, your expenses, and the difference. That gap is your power. If you want out of the rat race, this formula is the first and most brutal step. The domino effect of starting early. Smart people don't ask, how much money do I need to start? They ask, when's the best time to start? The answer? Now, or better yet, yesterday. Time is the most valuable asset you'll never be able to buy. Start saving at 20, you only need to stash a few bucks a month. Wait until 40, you'll need thousands. That's not motivational fluff, it's a warning. Every year you delay is compound interest you'll never recover. Starting late isn't just harder, it's exponentially more expensive. Compound interest doesn't reward intelligence, it rewards early action. Think of it like a snowball rolling downhill. The sooner it starts, the bigger it gets. Starting young gives you an edge no one can replicate: time. Saving $24 a month at 20 can lead to more wealth than saving $1,200 at 40. The difference isn't money, it's timing. But most people waste time waiting for the perfect moment. Here's the truth: perfect timing is a lie. Action beats perfection, every single time. If you think I'm too broke to save, ask instead, how long will I stay broke if I never start? Broke people always wait for ideal conditions. Builders create those conditions. Saving isn't about income, it's about priorities. When you save early and consistently, you're buying back your future choices. You're saying, I refuse to be financially trapped. The earlier you plant the seeds, the sooner you stop working for money and start letting money work for you. Investing while broke, it's never too little. I'm too broke to invest is the most expensive lie people tell themselves. Those with limited funds need investing the most because they can't afford to waste time. Investing is not reserved for the wealthy. It's the vehicle that ordinary people use to escape the paycheck prison. A person who starts with a few dollars a month and follows a smart strategy will outpace someone who waits with a pile of cash and no plan. Wealth isn't created by money alone. It's born from the right mindset and consistent action. Smart investing doesn't require complexity, it requires clarity. First, diversify. Spread your money across stocks, bonds, real estate. Second, invest systematically. Contribute a fixed amount regularly, regardless of the market. Third, adopt a long-term mindset. Forget get rich quick, focus on get rich sure. Fourth, seek guidance. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn from legit sources. Fifth, stay consistent. Investing is not a one-time move, it's a lifetime rhythm. Follow these principles, and you're not just surviving the financial game, you're winning it. The danger isn't in investing too little, it's in not investing at all. The market rewards consistency and punishes ignorance. Those who invest small but do it smartly and consistently will outperform the ones waiting for a better time. Truth is, you lose more by delaying than by starting imperfectly. Don't wait until you have surplus to invest. Invest so that one day, you have a surplus. In finance, action is the language of the awake. Waiting is the lullaby of the broke. Collaboration is the new wealth strategy. Wealth isn't a solo mission anymore. The era of lone wolves grinding in silence is dead. Real power now lies in networks, in collective intelligence, shared effort, and strategic partnerships. The old do-it-all-yourself mentality leads to burnout and stagnation. When people pool resources, ideas, and goals, they create ecosystems where everyone wins. The smart no longer compete alone, they build wealth together. Collaboration isn't charity, it's leverage. And in a world that rewards scale, synergy beats struggle every time. Real-world examples prove it. Small producers form cooperatives to negotiate better, share logistics, cut costs, and expand reach. Entrepreneur communities host workshops and mentorship programs to elevate each other's business strategies. These aren't feel-good stories. They're proof that shared knowledge compounds faster than money. If you're not part of a smart network, you're not just missing out, you're falling behind. You don't need to be the strongest link. You just need to be in the right chain. Partnership breeds innovation. When businesses and universities team up, they solve real problems, create scalable products, and unlock sustainable growth. That's not idealism, it's smart economics. One good connection can multiply an idea's value tenfold. One right alliance can open doors no amount of solo hustle ever could. In today's financial arena, real wealth comes from who you build with, not what you build alone. If you're not collaborating, you're self-sabotaging. Long-term investing is a survival declaration. The system trains you to chase fast money, but those who thrive don't sprint, they build. Long-term investing isn't passive, it's strategic patience. While others panic over daily market dips, long-term thinkers construct wealth like fortresses, slow, solid, unshakable. Quick profits tempt the impulsive. Enduring wealth rewards the disciplined. The truth? Most people can't handle long-term strategy because it doesn't feed their dopamine. But that's why it works. It belongs to the few who dare to zoom out and stay the course. A real investment strategy is a system, not a whim. Start by aligning your portfolio with your life goals. Then diversify. Don't put everything in one asset, even if it feels safe. Stick to your plan through bull markets and bloodbaths. Keep learning, track trends, and above all, reinvest your gains. Compound interest isn't magic, it's math powered by discipline. The market favors the calm, not the clever. And those who build with intention always outperform those who gamble with emotion. Long-term investing isn't waiting, it's warfare in silence. You don't need to win every day, you just need to win in the end. Don't fear volatility, use it. While the crowd freaks out, the long-term investor accumulates assets at a discount. They play chess, not slots. They follow strategy, not sentiment. Stick to the long view, and you'll survive crashes others can't even understand. The future belongs to those who planned for it. Your response determines your destiny. It's not your income that traps you. It's your reaction to your circumstances. Some people crumble at financial pressure. Others pivot and rise. When costs spike or a job is lost, most complain, few adapt. The difference isn't in the event, it's in the response. Each excuse you make hands over more control to forces outside yourself. But every decision to act, to adjust, cut, rebuild, takes that control back. Your financial reality isn't shaped by what happens to you. It's shaped by how you respond to it. Changing your response doesn't take magic, it takes clarity. Skip the daily overpriced coffee, buy a machine, save thousands. Drive a reliable used car, invest the savings. Trade hours scrolling for time, learning a new skill, increase your income. These aren't random life hacks. They're strategic reactions to a flawed financial system. The system won't save you. The economy won't adapt for you. You must outsmart it. You must move with intention. A weak reaction drains you. A calculated response empowers you. Markets crash, people lose jobs, recessions hit. You don't get to control those things, but you do control your reaction. Some panic, some pivot, some retreat, others advance. The game doesn't reward the scared, it rewards the steady. Resilience is a financial superpower. Your reaction is a strategy, not just a feeling. Those who respond with calm analysis, consistent behavior, and bold but calculated action, they win, while others freeze. Your response isn't just survival, it's your signature on your future wealth. Change or die financially. Keep doing what you've always done, and you'll keep getting what you've always got. That's not philosophy, that's financial gravity. You keep spending the same, saving the same, or not at all, avoiding change while expecting new results. That's insanity. The painful truth is this: most people would rather stay broke than face discomfort. They fear change more than they fear being stuck. So don't ask, why am I still poor? Ask, do I have the guts to do anything differently? Picture this: a chef never experiments, serves the same dish daily. Eventually, no one's impressed. An artist paints the same landscape again and again. The work grows stale. An athlete repeats the same workout every day. No growth, just stagnation. You're doing the same thing with your money. Same habits, same thinking, same outcomes. Wealth doesn't come from comfort zones. It comes from uncomfortable moves that break your patterns. If you don't disrupt your old ways, you are locking yourself into your own financial coffin. Finance doesn't demand perfection. It demands movement. Every time you spend out of habit, you choose a predictable and poor future. Every time you dismiss an unfamiliar opportunity, you close a door that might have changed everything. Want a new result? Take a new action. It might flop, you might lose a bit, but at least you're not stuck. Not moving is worse than failing, because at least failure teaches. Inaction teaches nothing. Change isn't a risk. Staying the same is. No one's perfect, but everyone has a shot. You won't get rich because you're flawless. You'll get rich because you learned from being flawed. Failure doesn't destroy you. Perfectionism does. People who build wealth aren't immune to mistakes. They're just faster at extracting lessons from them. The financial world doesn't reward neatness. It rewards adaptability. No one controls the chaos, but everyone can control what they learn from it. Seeking perfection before you start is a trap. Starting while imperfect is liberation. Think of entrepreneurs launching startups. They get rejected. Systems break. Customers complain. But the ones who improve, who iterate, fix, rebuild, they're the ones who endure. Families that survive financial storms aren't the ones who avoid problems. They're the ones who adapt when those problems arrive. Mistakes aren't failure. They're GPS signals telling you where to pivot. Wealth is less about being right and more about being responsive. There is no perfect budget, no perfect investment, no perfect moment. The most dangerous mindset isn't being broke, it's believing you must be flawless to begin. The sooner you accept that errors are part of the game, the sooner you start playing it right. Don't aim to be perfect before you act. Act so that your imperfection gets refined through reality. Finance is a game of iteration. Mastery belongs to those who mess up fast and fix faster. Financial knowledge is your wake-up call. You're not broke because of money. You're broke because of what you don't know about money. In today's world, ignorance isn't a disadvantage, it's a choice. The information is there. Books, podcasts, free videos, everywhere. Yet if you ignore it, you stay vulnerable. And in a game you don't understand, you're just prey. If you don't study money, someone else will study how to take yours. Financial illiteracy is the most expensive tax you'll ever pay. You don't need an MBA to get rich, but you need to get curious. Learn about cash flow, investing, debt, risk. A few minutes a day compounds over a lifetime. You don't have to become an expert, but you do have to understand the rules. If you can't tell the difference between investing and gambling, you'll lose like a gambler. Financial awareness is armor in a world that wants to strip you down. Either you upgrade your mind, or your wallet stays empty. What's worse than being broke? Thinking you're smart while making ignorant decisions. People follow bad advice, chase hype, and mimic the herd, all because they never bothered to think. Wealth isn't luck, it's literacy. Always question, always analyze, always study. Those who understand the system don't fear it, they bend it. Knowledge can't be stolen, it can't be taxed, and it multiplies faster than money ever could. Learn, apply, repeat, and let ignorance be someone else's problem. Sharpen the saw, mastering the 4 financial weapons. Wealth isn't a finish line, it's a system you must sharpen constantly. Think of it as guarding treasure, your financial future. First weapon, vigilant protection. Know your income. Track your expenses. Watch for leaks. Anticipate threats. Build buffers. You don't wait for problems to hit, you diffuse them early. This isn't being paranoid, it's being prepared. Money doesn't respect laziness. It respects those who monitor every entrance and exit. Second weapon, meticulous decision-making. Every financial move, spending, saving, investing, is a vote for your future. Be deliberate. Think long and short term. Third weapon, disciplined habits. Budgeting, saving, consistent investing, these are your armor. Not boring routines, but automated excellence. The wealthy aren't lucky, they're relentlessly consistent. If you don't control your habits will control your account balance. Fourth weapon, total resource awareness. Money is one asset, but time, skills, and relationships are just as powerful. A wealthy person sees the entire map and makes moves accordingly. Combine all four weapons and you're no longer just earning money. You're commanding it. You're not guessing anymore, you're leading. This is financial maturity. This is how wealth becomes inevitable, not accidental. Sharpen your saw daily, or be cut down by those who do. You don't need more money, you need to use money differently. These 8 lessons weren't meant for the lucky, they were built for the brave. If you followed this far, you now have the blueprint that people pay consultants thousands for. The blueprint to break the cycle. Cash flow, early saving, strategic investing, smart reactions, long-term vision, relentless action, growth through failure, lifelong learning. This is the machinery of wealth. The only question left is, will you let it collect dust, or will you use it to break free from the chains of scarcity once and for all?